This video is for a general audience. It can be enjoyed by both adults and children. Hey guys, so welcome to the review of the book Troublesome Engines. Here I am reviewing the whole railway series for the 75th anniversary. So I think without any further delay we shall get started.
Henry and the Elephant.
So, Henry and the Elephant. I quite like this story. I like the fact that there's a circus coming to Sodor, and I like how it acknowledges that after Thomas going to his branch line, the attendants have to manage by themselves. I also find it pretty funny that in the same tunnel Henry got blocked up. In that same tunnel there was an elephant. Yeah, I found that a little funny. I also found that this was actually based on an event that happened in my own country. So yeah, the elephant event was pretty funny. I would give it 7.5 out of 10. A good story. Next story up.
Tenders and Turntables.
So, another story that I quite like. I like how the theme of the story is that how there were less laborers in the past of, to work on railways. And so yeah, they went on strike. I mean, that's the next story, but I like how they reference it. I think Thomas could have been instead of Thomas, there could have been James teasing Gordon, so that, James gets this comeuppance. But I still quite like it. When I read this story in my childhood, I never understood the tender engine and tank engine thing. But now I understand that tender engine cannot go backwards due to the tender blocking their view. So yeah, and I also like the fact that James spinning on a turntable. I find pretty funny. I think that was based on an event in 1990, and Gordon getting stuck on the turntable and pulling his train backwards. So yeah, a 7.5 out of 10. Next story up.
Trouble in the Shed.
Now, a story that I quite like a lot. I like how the story refers to how in previously workers used to go on strike as they were not paid properly. I also like how Percy was introduced here and his personality. And Tendon going on strike, this is just, well, a classic story. And about the term black wheels, I don't think it's racist, I just think it's odd as James also has black wheels. But yeah, I also like the Topham Hatt giving the three big engines punishment. So yeah, they were locked up in the sheds, and Thomas and Edward run the main line and Percy runs the branch line. Yeah, I pretty much like the story a lot. So Topham Hatt gives the punishment, Gordon, James and Henry get the comeuppance, and yeah, I give the story a 8 out of 10. Next story up.
Percy runs away.
Now, another story that I quite like. I like the story as we get to see more of Percy and his personality, and we also see what can happen to him when he's in bad situation when it comes to his cheekiness. I like how they introduce how signals and junctions work. However, signals being actuated by whistles, I don't know about that. Anyways, I like the story, and I like Gordon's character towards Percy on how he says him that for moving, he thanks him for stopping a great accident. So yeah, I give the story 7.5 out of 10. So that's my review for Troublesome Engines. I quite like this book, and I like how they introduce the fact on how workers used to go on strike and how that is the main theme of this book. I love the trio of the main big engines, and yeah, that's pretty much it. We get a new character called Percy, and yeah. So I'll see you next time in the review of the next Railway Series book. Thomas Pandit fan signing off, and I hope you have a great day.